Hello there, people of the internet. The camera here is kind of at an awkward angle, I know, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to set up out here at the new range. So I managed to get back here today at the new range. I would not be able to make it out here and make these videos if it was not for you guys supporting me. So shout out to the people who buy the t-shirts and the people who donate to Patreon and Utreon, or just the people that like, subscribe, and share. So if you want to help out, those are probably the easiest ways to be able to do that. So all that being said, I'm out here. I brought my gun muffs this time. I actually forgot these whenever I came out here one time. Couldn't do any filming because I couldn't shoot my guns, because I sure as hell am not going to be firing my firearms without hearing protection, because I fire full powered rifles out here sometimes. So this right here is what we are out here to look at. This right here is a Swiss straight pull. This is a K31, the first K31 that I've owned. I'm bumping my camera. I literally have my camera right now on a tripod that is way too short, sitting on a box. It's been ruthlessly shot up by somebody out here. So the camera is in a very precarious position, so you guys might fall down. But this right here is a K31, the first K31 that I owned. I'm sure somebody's going to bring up looking under the butt plate. Yes, I did look under the butt plate. Yes, I did find a little piece of paper with someone's name on it. That being said, I can't really read the rest of it because I speak English, and that is clearly not an English language. But hey, maybe I'll do some research on it and figure some stuff out. So the K31 carbine is a carbine length rifle of the Swiss straight pull rifle, but it's not one of the Schmid-Rubin designs. I know I have a 9611 Schmid-Rubin straight pull, and I got no idea what year it was actually made, but I got a 9611, and that was whenever they were converting the 1896 rifles to the more modern versions of the 1911. I'm not quite sure when those years were being converted. I don't know a whole lot about those rifles. I'll probably end up having to do some research on those. But those existed about the time that countries were using long rifles, and then about after World War I, sometime around that time period, most countries were seeing that having a shorter, handier rifle was going to be a much better option versus the traditional extremely long rifle. And this right here is the most modern version of the Swiss straight pull system. This receiver and bolt system is significantly shorter than the receiver and bolt system that I'm used to, because I have, like I said, the 9611 Schmid straight pull rifle, and this right here is not that system. This is a much shorter bolt. I know on my 9611 the bolt is probably about twice as long as this thing, and the camming system and whatnot on this thing really make it look like it's a steampunk design. So on top of the Swiss K31 that I managed to drag out here, I would not be out here if it was not the support of people who like to send me ammunition. So if you want to go ahead and send me any kind of anything, doesn't even have to be ammo, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll leave my email address somewhere around here. Shoot me an email and we can go ahead and work something out. But one of you guys sent me some GP11 ammunition. I'm not sure if this stuff is corrosive, so I'm just going to clean my rifle after I'm done shooting anyway. This stuff right here is supposed to be extremely accurate, extremely capable, extremely nice, comfortable, consistent, well-shooting ammunition. That being said, I'm shooting offhand and I cannot see really well at any real distance. I see a microwave out here that was left by somebody, so we're probably going to hit that microwave with some GP11 rounds. And considering it's like 20 yards away, I don't foresee me having any problems of actually hitting it. So, yeah, I don't have like a bench rest or anything out here. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to drag something like that out here. But that being said, I could still probably at least try hitting something at a distance, but I can't guarantee I'll actually hit anything. But this guy that sent me this ammo, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds of GP11 right here. And I do want to keep some GP11 for representation purposes for the channel, just because this is the only GP11 ammunition that I have. So I'm probably going to use like 6 of them for video purposes. I'll do like 2 this video and then more videos, more shooting as videos progress. Maybe I'll compare this GP11 stuff to like 7.62 NATO or something like that. I feel like that would also be a fun video to do. Okay, well, without further ado, let me go ahead and toss on my ears and we will give this Swiss K31 a try. This right here is the $399 one that I got from Royal Tiger Imports, and this right here is not a rifle from Ethiopia, so I was expecting it to be in rather good condition. Apparently some of them did get wet because a lot of people I've talked to who got these $399 rifles, the butt plates are in the white, or they got a lot of rust on them, or there's just a lot of wear at this particular area of the rifle. Not really that big of a deal. I just kind of took some fine steel wool and got that rust off, and I'm probably going to go through and re-blue this butt plate, and that is what we are looking at for me. So never fired this, I've never even fired a K31. This will be the first time I do that. I have no idea if this GP11 ammunition is reloadable, so I'm going to take it, see if it's Berdan Prime, and see if I can reload it, because if I can, this should take 308 diameter projectiles, so I should be able to reload this stuff pretty gosh darn easily. So right off the bat, I am noticing just how unbelievably smooth this action is with ammunition inside of the rifle. I'm going to go ahead and stand right about, here or so. You guys should be able to still see me, right? Maybe I'll turn my camera a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out angles and whatnot with this thing. There we go. You guys stay right there. So if I have you guys angled there, you'd probably see me, probably see the microwave. Yeah, let's send around downrange. 51. A little bit of a hang fire on that one, but again, this is surplus ammunition, so who knows? Let me go ahead and check this thing, see if we have any primer bulging or any signs of headspace issues. No, I'm not seeing any issues. I just cannot manage to see in there with how the sun is right now. Oh well, I will have to try again. All right, interrupted by a phone call, and all of my stuff is of course right here in front of the camera, so showing up on camera is going to be difficult. Interrupted by a phone call, but look what I found. I found a whole 9mm round. Right there is yeah, that there is going to mean that coming to the range is going to pay for itself before too terribly long. That's not the first round of live ammunition I found either. I should get like a jar and just keep all my live ammo in it. Alright, so first round fired. That was a hang fire, but like I said, this is surplus ammunition, and God knows how long it's been since this rifle here actually fired. A little bit of a hiccup on that one. There we go. Alright, these do appear to be, or at least that one appeared to be Berdan Prime, so I am betting that it's probably corrosive. That being said, this appears to be like a mishmash of all sorts of different manufacturers, so I'm probably going to individually check them to see if they are Berdan primed or boxer primed, because if they're boxer primed, I'll be able to reload them. So, yeah, I shot the microwave. I have no idea what that actually looked like, but I shot the microwave. Go ahead and angle the camera like that, so hopefully you guys can get a little bit better angle and view of me. Well, I'd say I hit it, I think. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me see if this round right here is Berdan primed or not. Yes, this right here is also Berdan primed. So I'm going to take the spent casing, put it back inside the rifle here, close this thing, and this right here is the best part about these straight pull rifles. Yeet. Nice. Well, I know the extractor and ejector works in this. All right, how many more rounds do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds. I'll go ahead and I'll send one more of these rounds downrange. Actually, this right here, that has a crimped primer on it, so does that one. Alright, so I'll keep the crimped primers for my representation purposes. I'm going to go ahead and send one more round of this GP11 downrange for this video, and I'll save 2 for a future video of some kind. Alright, the magazines on these rifles have always been a little bit on the wonky side, so there we go. We are loaded up, and I don't really see anything else out there to shoot at. Actually, you guys probably can't see it on camera, but I see an old radio out there that was left by somebody. I'm gonna hit it if I can. Aha! I did hit it and it exploded. That was awesome. Whee! Nice. All right, well, there we go, guys. That was me and my first firing of my Royal Tiger Imports received Swiss K31 in pretty good shape, and it seems to be hitting accurately. I have not actually accuracy tested this thing because I've only got very, very, very limited rounds of ammunition to be able to do so, and no actual target that's not already filled with bullet holes. But yeah, there we go. She goes bang. I'm happy with it. All right, besides that, this right here is all the normal Swiss things going on with it. As I pull this bolt back, you can actually see the bolt itself rotate as I activate that camming system. That is a really smooth rotation on this bolt here. This right here is a front locking lug system, and this right here does have this little ring on the back that you can use for cocking the rifle if you felt like it, although I do believe that this is also a safety, so you can decock it, pull the trigger, nothing happens at all, or you could go back and cock it regularly, and now you have yourself a rifle that is ready to go. This right here obviously would be how you pull the bolt out of the rifle. Fantastic. Pull that down and the bolt comes flying out. I don't really feel like doing that right now. Magazines are external. If you had multiple magazines, these are expensive magazines, by the way. If you had multiple magazines, you could just grab another one, put it into your rifle if you did not feel like using the horseshoe style stripper clips that you use to actually feed these rifles. All in all, I like it. It's comfortable shooting. It feels a lot like I'm firing a 308, and that's because these rounds are very, very similar to the power and capabilities of 308. So, not overly powerful, but at the same time, definitely not an underpowered cartridge either. Okay, I think I have said my piece on the matter. Thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share. Description below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt action shotguns aren't more mainstream.